Good morning. You're welcome to today's lecture on BDT 253, pharmaceutical calculations. We are still discussing numbers and numerals, but we are through with numbers. Remember I told you that our exam starts today. Yes, I said that our exam starts today. So, but we'll do something in numerals, maybe towards the end of the class. If I point you, I have question for you. You tell me the answer. That's all. I think I'll do 5 people today. I'll pick randomly. I'm not following any pattern. So because you don't know when your own turn will come, so the best thing is to do what? Study. Study on the go. I see the hot. Don't wait before the exam, you start studying. All right, now numerals. From the beginning of this class, I define numerals as what? Symbols or letters used to do what? Represent what? Numbers. Right? And I gave an instance where when I said that you can get a Chinese, get a Nigerian, a Japanese, a Roman, an Arabic person. All of them may have a particular number in their what? Mind. They may have 4 in their mind. But the way they will represent that 4, if you ask them to write it down, will not be the same what? Way. It will not be the same what? Way. It was even more serious before in the olden days. That time, different races, they used their own pattern. There was confusion everywhere. But recently now, in the world of today, I think a particular numeral is actually dominating the world. What numeral is that? That's not Roman numeral. Okay, which one is Roman numeral? Give me what is 4 in Roman numeral?
4. Ivy.
So Ivy is dominating the world now.
No.
Ivy. Is that how you write your Ivy? You are 4?
No.
So which numeral is actually dominating the world now? Huh? There are some Chinese textbook you will open. After speaking their Chinese, blah, 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 at the end you see 1 there. Have you ever come in contact with Chinese textbook?
No.
Oh, child. Some of the textbooks that are not even English textbook. After their normal language, Japanese, all this, you still see when they want to represent 1, you still see 1 there. You still see what? 2 there. So the numeral that is, in fact, is everywhere now is what? Is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What numeral is that? Some say it's English language. Huh? American numeral. Chinese numeral. It's Arabic numeral. That's a gift from the Arab world to the entire world till today. That's what, in fact, that is even, it shock you? No. It's not English. That is not English, Arabic numeral. The name is what? Arabic. It's not English numeral. Yes. It's not English. Okay, you thought it's English numeral. It's Arabic numeral. 1, 2, 3. This 1, 2, 3. Hello. That's what? Arabic numeral. 1 is Arabic numeral. This thing you are seeing here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is Arabic numeral. Is what? Arabic numeral. Now we have, as I told you before, now we have different numeral. But the 2 that are actually, trying to, There are two of them, and I'll focus on them. Arabic and what? Roman what? Numeral. Arabic and what? Roman what? Numeral. Roman numeral is used mainly these days in the area of prescription, drug quantity, medical world, pharmaceutical world. We use more of what? Roman numeral in prescription. That's why you see something like this. Yeah, you see something like this. Tab, vitamin C. Vitamin C. You see something like this. TDS. This is what? This II is what? 2. Is Arabic what? Sorry, is what? Roman what? Numeral. So I'll focus in, you cannot study all the numerals of the word, but just focus on the word 2 that are of importance what? To us. Importance to us. Using Arabic as a standard, most of the things you do in Roman numeral. So we focus on what? Arabic and what? Roman numeral. Using Arabic as a standard now, we are familiar with Arabic numeral, true of us. Using Arabic as the standard, we now study Roman numerals because it's simple, but it can be confusing if you don't know the rules. Are you aware that it has rules?
No.
Who knows that Arabic numeral has rules? You follow for you to be able to understand it. You don't cram it. You cram it if you have issues, because you keep having issues, especially when it comes to using it in calculations, adding them together, or maybe converting from one form to what? Another. If you don't know the rules, you cannot answer questions there. So we'll just use Arabic numeral, Roman Arabic numeral standard. So we'll do our lectures, try to explain Roman numeral. So we just be each one we identify in Roman numeral. We'll see what it is in what? Arabic what? Numeral. So that's how the lectures on this will be. So that tomorrow you don't know where you see yourself. Even though there are some places that they still use Arabic numeral in prescription anyway, but majority is what? Roman what? Numeral. So that's where we are studying it. That's basically the reason why we study what? Roman what? Numeral. You don't know where you see yourself tomorrow. You may go to a place that like using what? Roman numeral. So you will not be an alien or get confused on how to take part in prescription, interpretation, and filling of what? Prescription as the case may be. Okay, now let's go over to what? Roman what? Numerals. We'll start from the rules of Roman what? Numerals. The rules of Roman numerals. Now, before we go to the rules, there's something I want to qualify. There's what is called, just as we have in our Arabic numeral, just as in our last lecture, I made mention of enumeration, right? I told you that most of the numbers you are seeing here, the base numbers we have, the kind of building block we have are just 10 digits. Any other number is formed from where? These 10 what? Digits. Am I communicating? Arabic numeral, Arabic numeral, you have what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the, how many are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These 10 digits we are seeing here, this is the building block of what? Arabic numeral. Any number, any numeral you want to write in Arabic numeral came from this, either singly or in combination. True of us. 521.20 million is still here. 500,000, 524,000, 797, everything is still here. But it is now left for you to know the rule for the combination. That's what you known as what? Enumeration. You start knowing the what? The place value and the face value of these numbers. Every number has what is called face value and place value. This is just digits. They are just what? Digits. Yeah, come in. If you now want to use them, these digits as a figure to represent a number, you consider the place value and the face value of this number, of the number you have in mind. Like now, we have face value. I'm just trying to say one or two things in what? Enumeration, so that when we enter enumeration, I will not waste my time there, okay? This thing I'm talking about now is what you see in what? Enumeration. Face value and what? Place what? Value. This thing you are seeing, you can only say anything for now because they are just digits. But when you intend now to use them to represent a number, if you intend to use them to represent a number, you must consider the place value of the number you want to use them to do what? Represent. Let's assume we want to work with figure 1. We want to work with figure 1. We under what? Arabic numeral, right? So you know what you are doing now. But because you cannot mention it without talking about what? Enumeration, okay? Now, if the figure you want to use is 1, and you have in mind, how many numbers do you think has just 1? Just give me 5 numbers that has only 1 in it. 1, right? 11, right? What else? Now look at this thing now. Hello. Look at this. Look at this thing here. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. By face value, you are looking at 1, right?
Yes.
But this 1 here, 1 is here,
Yes.
and 1 is here.
Yes.
This 1 here and this 1 here are not the same thing.
Yes.
This 1 here, this 1 in 11. Let me call them divided. This is 1, ordinary 1. This is 11. This is 1, 1, 1, 111, right? This one, let's pick the last one in each of them. This one here and this one here are not the same thing. Face value is 1, you are seeing. But in place value, they are not the same thing. This one here is about 1,000 and something times greater than this one here. By what? Place value. By place value, this is just units.
Yes.
Then place value of this one here, this one. Let's even look at consider this two, one here, right? You think that's something, not something. Now, place value of this one here is what?
10.
This one is what? 10. This one is what?
Unit.
Units. This one is what? 100. This one is what? 10. This one is what?
Units.
This one is what?
1,000.
This one is what?
100.
This one is what?
10.
This one is what?
Units.
They are not the same thing. This is what we mean by what? Place value. And this is what you have in mind when you want to enumerate. Enumerate is what? Listing numbers in order of their what? Magnitude. That is what is called enumeration. You list in a particular order, either in ascending order or what? Decreasing order. That is what? Enumeration. With respect to numbers, you are listing numbers in order, in a particular order, either in ascending order or decreasing what? Order of what? Magnitude. So these numbers, this you want. So if you have in mind to represent 111, you must consider the place value, not just face value alone. Am I communicating? That's what we mean by what? Place value and face value. So this is what you consider when you now want to enumerate numbers in what? Arabic what? Numerals. So this is very important in what? When you are writing what numbers. They have not the same, they are not of the same what? Value. Now, here now, let me add decimal points here now. Point what? 1. Point 11. Point 111. Point 1111. Now look up. Look up. The place value of this number here now This is 1. 1.1, right? The first, before the decimal point is 1. After the decimal point is 1. Face value is 1. But place value, the real value is not the same thing. The real value of this one is not the same thing. This is what? The that one is what? Who can tell us? Who can tell us? That one is what? This is tenth, 0.1. Tenth. Now here, this 1.1 is certain as saying here now, here plus what? The first one is what? 10. Look at how you can get this 1.1. The first one is what? 10. Followed by what? Units. Followed by what? Tenth. Point what? 1. Are we together? Are we together? Now, sorry, I mean here. If you like, you can put 0 here. It's okay. 0.1. And then add it up. This is what? 1. Point will come down. 1. Which one am I working on? This one, right? Who say who is lost? Where? Here. Is it the decimal point you are lost, or the first thing with?
The decimal point.
Okay, the decimal points. Okay. Now let's. I think it worth it. Let's. After this, I don't think I'll do enumeration again. Now let me explain it better. Now here is what we have. We have units. We have 10. We have what? We have units. We have 10. We have what? 100. We have what? 1,000. We have what? This is units. Under unit, we have what? Tenths. 0.1. Followed by what? Hundredths. 0.0 what? 1. Are you following us now? This is place value. That is what it is. It is what it is. Here is what? Units. Here is what? 10. Here is what? 100. Here is what? 1,000. You understand this? So once it is below 1, it is below 1, 0.1, you start seeing what? Just this is set as opposite of this one. If you want to, I can put it in decimal index form. This becomes what? This 3 raised power what? Minus 1. 3 raised power what? Minus 2. 3 raised power what? Minus 3. Here you can 3 raised power what? 1. 3 raised power what? 2. 3 raised power what? 3. Is it clear now? So this one is what? Tenths. This is tenth. This is what? Just the same thing, but put this 100. This one is what? Thousands. Am I communicating? The same magnitude, but in the negative what? Direction, because of this negative on the what? But negative is not negative by summation, negative by power. Am I communicating? Good. So if this is what you call the what? Place what? Value. So this 0.1 here is in this order here. Is tenths. Am I communicating? Now this one here, immediately after this decimal point, is still where? Tenth. Where this one here is where? Hundredths. This one here is where? Tenth. This one is where? This one is where? 1,000. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes. Is it clear? Yes. What is it? You don't understand what? No, what is 3 raised power minus 1 is what? Tenths. Just follow the same pattern from here up. Follow this units. Do you know why this space is units? Stop playing, please. Here is what? Actually, 3 raised power what? 0. Here is actually what? 3 raised power what? 0. So be above 3 raised to the power 0, you start having 3 raised to the power 1, 2, 3. Below 0, you start having what? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 2. Just know this basic thing first. If you know this basic thing first, then you don't go to their name, what they are called. If you just know that, if you just arrange, just first thing to understand it, you just first arrange 10, power of 10 in this format. Let 10 to the power 0 be at the middle. Okay? For those that still find it difficult to understand it, arrange it in this pattern. Let the power of 10, 0 being the power of 10, be at the middle. 3 raised to the power what? 0. Anything above is what? Positive index. Anything below is what? Negative what? Index. Increase them by 1, by magnitude of 1, 1. Am I communicating? So here is, next one is what? 3 raised to the power what? 1. Followed by 3 raised to the power what? 2. Followed by 3 raised to the power what? Followed by 3 raised to the power what? As the case may be. Now if you go down here below, you have here 3 raised to the power what? Minus 1. Followed by what? 3 raised to the power what? 3 raised to the power what? Let's stop here. Is it clear? Is it clear? Now, this is the place value. What are their names? Here you start having, here that is 3 raised to the power 0, because any number raised to the power 0 is what? 1. Because here is 1. It's unit. Unity. 1. Unity. Unity. 1. Am I communicating? Anytime you hear unity, what comes to your mind? 1. Even in normal English, unity, we are what? 1. It's not true. So unity actually means what? 1. So that's where unit came from. 3 raised to the power 0 is what? 1. Unit. So that's why here we should be what? Unit. Is it clear? Now, anything above units, you start from 10. This is 10. This is 10 above. Minus 1. 10 minus 1 is what? Tenths. Then above 10 you have what? 100. Below, this is to negative of it is what? Hundreds. This here is what? 1,000. 1,000. Negative of it is what? Thousands. These are the names of this what? There are others, but let's stop here. These are the names of this what? Places. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Now, having done that, I want to tell you something. 1 over 10 is what? What is it called in English language? 1/10. 1/10. This is called what? 100. It's actually what? 100. 100. That's why they call it what? 100. If you put 5 dots, 100, 500. That's why they call it what? 500. Am I communicating? 500. That's why they call it what? 500. Look at 1 over 10. Look up. This is 1 dot. 10th is what? 3 raised to the power minus 1. True or false? True or false? Is this dot means multiplication? No? Is it the same thing with this?
Yes.
That's why you call it what? 1/10. 1/10. Hello? Are we together? Now, I mean now see enumeration. How you do what? Enumerate. You put place value into what? Consideration. This is what? Arabic what? Numerals. It's very important you know this. It's very important you know this. Now, with time, by the time these place values, they have some other applications. They have what? Some other what? Applications. This is what metric system of units use. This is what they use in derivation of metric what? Units and their multiples. But this is have what they represent the name they are called in the metric unit. This thing you are seeing here, 10 here is called deca. Deca. This is called deci. Deca, deci. This is called hecto. Hecto. This is called 100 is called centi. Centi. 1,000 is called kilo. Kilo. This is called milli. That's what you hear. Kilogram. Milligram. That's the meaning. This is their value. By the time we go into measurements, you understand this better. Let me stop here for now. I just want to tell you that this will have what? Applications. By the time we enter into pharmaceutical measurements, then you learn, that's where you understand what I'm doing here. This is what I believe, if you had a good physics teacher, or if you were serious in secondary school, either of them may be the course. This is a secondary school topic. Even this I'm calling here, you're looking at me like this. Hey, this is a secondary school physics. So let's stop here. Now, this is what I mean by this enumeration, okay? Now, I want us to, with this now, if you want to enumerate, like now, as because 1 is here, 0 is here, okay, 1 is here, 2 is here, 3, 4, 5. This thing still maintain their what? Face value, right? Yes. Still maintain their what? Face value. But when you mainly use enter 10, place value starts taking place. These things are unit, right? Yes. Once you enter 10, 11, you see that 1 here and 1 here no be mates. 1 here and 1 here, they no be mates. You don't compare them. This one is this one behind the second. This second one in 11 is another level from this one alone. By the time you enter 13, this 3 here, they are another level from this 3 here. Place value comes into what? Place. This 1 4. 4 here and 4 here are not the same thing. The same thing with 144. Hey, this 4 here, this second 4, no be made with this 4 here. They did the same level. They did different what? Level. This is the power of what? Place what? Value. Place what? Value. So this is what enumeration is all about. Once you know your face value and place value of any number you want to count or write, you know how to write that number well. Let's assume you want to write a number in 1,000. If you don't know that, okay, 1,000, okay, 577,000. Let me, after this one now, I'll stop and enter what? Arabic numerals. You hear 577,707 naira. 500 and what? 77,700 and what? 577,770. 577,000. Okay, let me put 7. 777,777 what? No, in just naira. This is what? 700 and what? 700 and what? Good. You are seeing 7, right? But they know the same level. I know the same level. This 7 here is what? Units. Are we together? This is what? Units. This is what? 10. This is what? This is what? This is what? This is what? 100 of 1,000. Are we together? Are we together? That's why, because here is this 7 here, they 100,000. That's why you hear 700,000. 7 what? 700 what? 1,000. 700,000. This one here, they 770. This one here, they tens of thousands. 7, 10 what? 1,000. That will hear 70. 7, 10,000. 70. This one here, they what? 1,000, right? 7,000. 7,000. This one is what? 700. 700. This one is weird. 710, 70. This is what? 1, 7, 1. That's why, because it's a 1, you hear 1 is 1, is the same word, 7. Am I communicating?
That's something of 7 of 15. I repeat it again. I don't understand. He said
What is the place value of that 7 at the extreme?
it's 1,000 now.
At the extreme.
No, is it the one at the
I say extreme, I'm not to work ever. Extreme, side that. Tomorrow. Oh yeah, Maria. Genti. Hey, please, when someone is teaching, please don't be writing. Listen, okay? Because I know we spend time to explain this here. Just listen, don't write. Know the right time to do what? Write. This is what? Let's start from here. This is what? Units. This is what? This is what?
100,000, 10,000, 100,000.
What is it? Oh. Onye jigo hode live see na tapata na eme ho. So that's why if what is here is 2, is 200 what? 200. Because the numbers are 200,000. Is 2 a 200,000. And when you now check on everything, no, it will sound like one steady thing. 200,000. But it's actually where it came from is 200. That is 100,000 into 2. 700,000. 100,000 into what? 7. So that's the place value for you. So this is what you do in what? Enumeration. If you know how to enumerate, if you know the power of place value, there's no number you cannot enumerate and arrange them properly with the way they should be. This is what we call what? Enumeration. I won't talk about enumeration again. No question there in our next quiz, in our next class. Peer question there. So it's easy, right? It's not difficult. Just once you know your place value. Now, have you now seen the importance of place value in what? Enumeration, right? And I told you again, you also need it in what? When there was a time, different country, different part of the world, they are using different units in measurement. Then after they came together around 18th century or so in France and agree on SI what? Units. International system. Actually, SI is SI, even though it means international what? But in French is, I don't know how they pronounce it. Système internationale or something. I don't know. I'm not a French person. But that's where SI actually what came. But in English, it actually means what? International system. So if you follow English, it should be I what? S. But you know how French they do their own. They started with what? System. See something like this. System. I don't know how they do it. After I check your Google whatever, Google Translate, something like this. System internet. Something like the international, I don't know. So that's how they got their what? SI units. But in English, it should be what? It means international system of what? Units in English language. But in French, it's SI. So when they now came together, that's how metric system came. So the whole world now started using metric system, or this is uniform. And this metric system was formed from this what? Place value. They use this place value. They gave it name. They gave 10 a name. That's what I was calling here. Deca. Take to kilo. Till up or mega. Megabytes. Gigabytes. Up. If you go down, you start seeing centi, deci, centi, and milli. You start going down, you start saying pico, nano, microgram. These things are place value. By the time we do SI unit, you understand it better. So let's stop here. Let's stop here. Let's go to what? Arabic what? Numerals. Sorry, Roman what? Numerals. Let's go to what? Roman what? Now, what even led me to this? I wanted to tell you that as we have what is called you call them the building block or the base numbers or the base figures. The same way in Roman numeral, we also have base what? Numbers or figures. Or the building block upon which other numerals are what? Formed. You can only base numerals or building block of the numeral. Now let's look at the same 0, 1, 2, 9 to 9. You see, we have in what? Arabic numeral. So let's look at it in what? Roman numeral. Roman was numeral. But I must confess, there's somebody in this class that I think normally date course sometimes I'm here. When I make up my book Rafia. Those you know. She will drag you. You must understand it before you continue. I like it, it's good. Don't be the class, don't just assume. Once it's not clear to your own understanding, don't stop. Drag it until you do what? Understand it. And once you grab it, you have done what? Grabbed it. There's no that. Don't say after I will read. Don't read. Don't ask anybody. You pay for it. Drag it there until you understand it. It's very important. It's very what? Important. Drag it there until you do what? Understand. Don't say after. Let it not be like that. I don't know what's happening again. I don't know anything. See Mwaga Musubaro. Yes, okay. See Mwaga, but drag it. I don't know about me. We will stay there. I will be explaining it. Until you do what? Understand it. Don't keep quiet, please. Now, let's go to what? Roman what? Numeral. I will start with those base letters. I will start with what? Those what? Base letters. Eduard, I think. So, any question? Someone raise their hands. Yes, that's what I want to do now. But before that, I want to talk about the base letters. Just as we have these base figures in what? I want to talk about the base letters upon which either combination of either of them form the what? Arabic what? The Roman what? Numeral. That's what I want to do now. Now, I would write them out at the same time. Write their Arabic what? Equivalent. They are what? So we do it in a tabular form. We do it in what? In a tabular form. Then base letters of what? Roman what? Numerals. Good. So we have it. We have something like this. This marker. Now we have Roman what? Numerals. We look at the what? The Arabic what? Equivalent. Hello? The Arabic what? Equivalent. Now the first one is what? I. This is a base letter. I. From there you start forming different I. Either I, or IV, or this is what base letter. Arabic equivalent is what? 1. The next one is what? See? Sorry, V. We are talking about base letter. Thank you. It's good, man. Base what? Letter. We are talking about what? Base letter. So after that, we have the next base letter is because between. Do you know why is next one? Between I and IV, there's no other base letter there. I is formed from I. True or false?
Yes.
I is formed from what? I. IV has I and V inside. So the next one is what? V. Then after V means develop V is what?
5.
Good, 5. Next one is what? X. Now check between 5 and 10. This is what? Actually what? 10. Then check between 5 and 10. You start seeing VI, VII, IX, X. There's nothing else there you see before X. True or false? So X is a base what? Is a base what? Letter. Now next one is what? L is what? L is what? 50. After L, what else? C is what? 100. What next? D is what? 500. Next one is what? M is what?
1,000.
C. All the whatever we have in Roman numerals, all the numbers you have in Roman numerals are formed by either combination or one or two, or singly use any of them. That's what you see as in what? You cannot see any other letter from any other place. The next thing you will see, something else you will see is bar. Sometimes you may see bar like this. This means 1,000 or so. Is it 1,000? Yes, 1,000. That means this times 1,000. Hello? So this means what? 1 million. Hello? Are we together? If you see this bar means this times 1,000.
But M is 1,000.
Hold on a second now. I say bar. If you see M like this, it means what? 1 million. Are we together? If you see D like this, it's what? Is it clear? That's what I mean. That's something special else you will see if you want to enumerate numbers here. That's what you will see in some. That is if you are counting to this level anyway. Yes. Huh? I thought I mentioned it now. I say times what? So anything you see the bar on top, multiply that, the value of that thing by what? 1,000. Then you get the value of that thing. So value of M bar is what? Value of M times what? 1,000, which is what? 1 million. If you see above D, multiply by what? Value of D is what? 500. Multiply by what? 1. You see, you get what? Something like this. Is it clear? This is what you see. I'm trying to put it that there's no other number you see represented in Arabic numeral. You start seeing letter from a different place. The only thing you may see is bar. That's the only thing you may see. But whether it has bar or not, what letter does it contain? It's still under what? This what? Base what? Letters. How many are there in number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So someone should search Google Google 1 million. Just type 1 million in Roman numeral. Just 1 million in Roman numeral. Let's see what it will give you. Let's see if So just check 1 million in Arabic numeral. Have you seen it? Hey. Sorry, in Roman numeral, sorry. They use 3G network, Alpha. Yes. M what? M bar, right? Yes. This is M bar. This is 1 million. Hello? This is what? 1 million. M bar. This bar means just multiply the value by 1,000. Simple. Hello? Hello. So the normal value of M on it, M without bar is what? 1,000. Multiply by 1,000, you get what? 1 million. Is it clear? So that's the only thing you will see. Apart from that, everything has this what? Of course, even this one. Don't it have M? It has what? M. Good. Now, these are the base letters. So having internalized the base letters, let's go over to the what? The rules. The rules. The rules. The rules. Alpha. Do we say Kezi? Otu ka mma. Okay. Ini mezi waya. Ari kwa gị? Ndo. Hunger. Don't worry, swear. Otu na now. At least second year is normally. At least for the first, don't worry, soon first years will come in, then things normalize. All right, let's continue. Now the rules. Let's look at the rules of what? Now remember, let's look at this. I think I'll leave this thing here. We look at it, then do what I want. Let me write them out well, so that I'll look at the rules and use the rules. What these base letters to. Let me write them out well. I'll leave the base letters here permanently, so I can explain what I want to explain. Here we have what? I is what? 1, right? V is what? 5. X is what?
10.
L is what?
50.
Huh?
C 100.
C is what?
100. D 500.
D is what? M is what? See, there's something I want you to look at these base letters. They are more of multiples of what? This is 5 times 1, 5. 5 times 2, 10. 5 times 10, 50. 5 times 50 times 2, 200. 100 times 5. 500 times 2. Let's not go there. Now, but understand this, right? Now let's look at the first rule. The first rule. The first rule says that whenever a numeral, whenever a Roman numeral is repeated, its value is also what? Repeated. Whenever a Roman numeral is repeated, its value is also what? Repeated. The value is also what? Repeated. See what I mean? See what I mean by that? See what I mean by that? Whenever a Roman numeral is repeated, its value is repeated. Look at what I mean. If you have 1, if you have 3, if you have, look at this one. This is 2, right?
Yes.
What are the building block? What is the building block of this? I. It's I, right? Yes. How many I's are here?
2.
So this is what? 1 plus what? 1, which is what? 2. So whenever I is repeated once, right? Into 2. So the value is what? 2. Look at 3. I. Am I communicating? Is what? 1 plus what? Which is what? 3. The value is repeated, is appeared 3 times. The numeral appear what? 3 times. The value is what? 3. What of this one? What of this one? The value appear 4 times, right? And the value is what? 4. Now listen. It should not be more than what? That's a very important. Even though the value repeat is the value also is repeated, but it should not be more than what? Maximum is what? 3 times. So you don't have I. This is what? Wrong. Okay? You don't have X is what? You don't have hey. Anyway, by the time we are done with this rule, then you will know whether we have VV or not. There are some that cannot be repeated. Hello? Yes. Let's leave it at that. Okay. Have you seen VV before? No. Huh? Yes. 30. I put what? I say it should not be more than 3. Give them again. Huh? Don't worry, we get there. We are on the rules now. Be coming down. We are now. This is the first rule. Are we together? Yes. Good. Now, let's look at rule number 2. Who said hey? Okay. I thought maybe I claim what you are writing or something like that. Now, number 2. Just look at this thing now. Remember we said 1 should not be more than what? 3 times. So this is correct, right? This is 1, right? 2. This is correct, right? 3. Then what do we now do about 4? Is why it should be IV. The value of IV is 4 is what we want to do what? Look at. Hello? Now, when you have, this is what IV, right? This is what? IV. Now, when you have a Roman numeral in this form, then if the numeral of lesser value, if the numeral of lesser value appear before numeral of what? Larger what? Value. If numeral of lesser value appear before a numeral of what? Larger what? Value, then the actual value of that combination is the difference of the okay. I said that if a numeral of a lesser value appears before a numeral of a larger what? Value. Am I communicating? Then the actual value of that combination is the difference between the what? Numeral of the one larger value and the just the difference between the what? 2 of them. Difference is what? Or simply do what? Subtract the lesser one from the what? Larger one. Simple. You subtract the what? Lesser one from the what? Larger one. No the copy notes. Try to understand what we are saying and put it in your own words. Because if you come again, if you come in now, listen, see how confusing it can be. If you come in now, kukuya in a different way, you become more confused. I have said this in up to 3 different ways now. True of us? The same thing. Okay. If a numeral of a lesser value appear before a numeral of what? Higher value, right? Or smaller value, larger value, lesser value, higher value, that's something. Then the actual value of the combination is the difference between the two numerals. By difference, I mean simply subtract the what? The smaller numeral from the what? Larger numeral. Simple. Look at IV now. Instead of, you cannot have I now. You move to the next what? The next, hello, listen carefully. I'm dropping another point now. Look at this I now. You can never have I into 4. So what you will do is this. Leave I. The time of I, the use of I is exhausted. True or false? Leave I and move to the next base letter. What is the next base letter here now? V. You move to V. Then for 4 now, because V is 5 already, you cannot jump 4 and enter 5. You now borrow 1 and conjoin it to what? 5 to get the value of what? 4 by subtracting the two of them. The first step is that I'm teaching you the building now. The first step is that you cannot have it up to what? 4 times. What do you now do? You look for the next base letter, which is what? 5. And that base letter is only 5. You cannot jump 3 and go to 5. You must have 4. What do you now do? You go back and take that 1 you left, combine it with 5. They now appear as what? IV. How do you now know the value of 4? Because this I is less than what? V, which is 5. The value of 4, you get it by what? Subtracting I from what? V. That is, subtracting 1 from where? 5. To get what? 4. That's the summary of the rule I just called now. Because I appear with V, their difference is what will give you the value of what? 4. So you are done with IV. Your next one is what? V, which is what? 5. Are we together? Are we together? Now, V is 5. What do we now do? What do we now do to get 6? You cannot say VV. You can't say VIV. What do you now do? You now go back to the base letter you left and bring it up again. Are we together? And join it with. You can't put it here again because you already put it by the left before, right? You have put I by the left before. All right. So now, because the only base data you can beckon on is what? 1. Then you go and call 1 to come and help us in Macedonia. So when 1 now comes here now, 1 has already on the left hand side. You can't place 1 there again. You place it on the where? Right hand side. You place it where? Right hand side. Why I don't beacon? Place it where? On the what? Right hand side. Then what is the value? You now have VI. There. So having called I to come and help us where? In Macedonia. We can't place it where? Because there some previously it has been placed here to give a particular value. So the next place you can place it is where? Here. Are we together? So having placed it here now, how do I determine the value? This will lead us to the third what? Rule. This will lead us to the what? Third what? Rule. Now the third rule states that if you have two if you have two numerals that appear together, and the chalo, stop, chalo. And I made you take note, Abba. Get it first. Let me call it, then let me explain it, then you can write it the way you want. See what you are saying here. What you are saying is this. Understand it first. What they're saying is this. If we have two of them like this, right? And this one now, the first letter of that combination is larger than the second word letter in the combination. To get the value of that combination, you do what? You add two of them. Simple. Then I give you water.
Okay, wait.
I'm not confident with that.
Give us time.
When you have in a combination of V and in a combination of two numerals that are together. Now, Obuna Ofu, one of them, the first one is larger than the second one. To get the value of that combination, you do what? You add two of them. I will not come again. Professor Neche, she said, is it not better? You say it this way. Let's hear her. Yeah. Stand up and tell us. Tell us.
When a bigger number appears before a smaller number, we add.
Yeah.
Then when smaller number appears before the bigger one, we subtract.
It's okay. But you know why I am being, but what you said is not specific. I try to make it specific because a bigger number can be this and this. There are some things you point out to help you to understand something. That you know that sometimes the two letters may appear together. When they appear together, start from there. When the two letters appear together, I'm not communicating now. To know the value of that combination, what you do what? Subtract. If the first one is what? Larger than the second one, then you do what? You add up the value of the two numerals to get the value of the what? Combination. Okay, now this is the combination, right? Of V and I. To get the value of this combination of V and I, you do what? Add the value of V to the value of what? I. So what is the value of V in your mind? What's the value of I in your mind? Number, right? This is number now. This is what? Numeral. What you have in mind when you see V is what? 5. What you have in mind when you see I is what? 1. So if you combine two of them, you now form what? 6. This is what? 6. Hello? Yeah. Now, for 7, it's okay. Since 7, okay. Since we can add 1 up to 2 more times. Let's keep adding 1 and see where it will get us. Here becomes what? VII. Okay, we can see add 1 again. Okay, let's add 1. You get what? Yeah. But we cannot add 1 again. What do we now do next? We become more confused again. Where do we borrow? Where do we get this? What do we now do? What do we now do? And we have been dealing with V and I since here. We are tired of V and I. Two of us. V and I. In fact, we are tired. What do we now do? It's okay. Let's beg from X. The next what? Base what? Letter. Which is what? X. But you cannot write X here because S is 10. What do you now do? Let's go back to 1. 1 may help us. You now have what? I, X. Okay, let's put 1 first. Then X can now come later. If we subtract it, you get what? 9. We have what? 9. After that, now we enter the next what? Letter, which is what? 10. This is how you keep building. Keep building until you keep building. We have exhausted what now? I, X, I, V this thing. Now, different combination will not keep giving you numbers between X and what? 50. S and L, except 40, which is what? X, L. Am I completing? Except 40, which is what? X, what? L. Because this is 50 minus 10 is what? 40. Are we together? Now, we just finished the third rule, right? Yes. So as we are building, we are discussing the rules. Okay, now water. Sure. Good. So, based on what we just discussed now, let me ask a question. What is the value of CM? Fast. CM is what? Good. VL is what?
VL 45. 15 and 45.
Okay. Now let's look at the under rule. I think I have exhausted. Okay. There are some small rules. So small. I've done the main thing, but there are some that we call them tributaries. I want to talk about now. I want to talk about some tributary-like laws, rules. So never subtract more than what? One numerals. Never subtract more than what? One numeral. What did I say? Come here. You. Come and sit here. Go there. Never do what? Subtract more than one. Never subtract. You see your life? Never do what? Subtract more than one what? Numeral. Look at this. You cannot say, hello? This is wrong. IIX is what? Wrong. Hello? Is what wrong? You know, if you follow our rule, you can simply say, hey, this is 10 now, right? This is 2 now. So it becomes what? 8. I see. You don't subtract more than 1. This is a numeral. This is a what? So you don't subtract because you say, Kibuko 3 subtract. Yeah, you don't do that. Maybe you want to get 7. Because of here, this thing we did here, you know, say okay, is I is wrong. You can't subtract 3 of them, 1 to 3, 1 numeral, 3 numeral from X is wrong. Instead, simply do what? Write what? Or what? Are we together? Yeah. So this is what? Wrong. So you don't subtract more than what? 1 numeral. You don't subtract more than what? 1 numeral. You can add more than how? Explain. Yeah, we did it here now. Shall we say V? This is V. This is what? 3 now, right? Okay, you can add it, but you can add another number. You got it. This guy. That's good. I like that. Can you subtract the larger number from the smaller? How? You mean here? Here. This one from here. But when you have this and this, you can only add. You cannot subtract. When the larger one comes first, you cannot do what? Add. You cannot do what? True of us. You cannot what? Subtract. Right? Good. Now, never in your life repeat these letters. You don't repeat what? V, L, and D. Very important. You don't repeat what? V, L, and what? D. You don't do what? Repeat V, L, and what? D. So good morning. So you cannot have V, because I told you that you can have I. You just sit there alone V. He cannot. Maybe I'll give you an example question. Right. V is what again?
5.
Write 15 in the Roman numerals equal V. Idelum V. Don't do that, okay? So you don't have V, you don't have L. You don't have D. You don't repeat V, L, D. You don't repeat them, okay? Good. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? You see why I call this rules tributary, because this one is a breakup from the what? From the subtraction rule, right? It's just an exception. They are more like an exception. Good. All right, now let's continue. Let's do what? Continue. Okay, ask your question. Oh. 70. Come out. I say you don't repeat VLD. You can repeat MMM. It's only VLD you don't repeat. Now, using what I taught you so far for the past 30 minutes I've been talking here, you use it to write 70 for me on the board. Apply it. Take pen, take marker, and apply it on the board fast. Is it correct? Is it correct? Coach, is it correct? Okay, Coach says she's not sure. Better, is it correct? He said that this is 70. L is what? 50. SX is what? 20. 20 plus 10 is 50 is what? 70. I think she's correct. Yeah, I think so. Blessing, is your answer clear now? So you now understand it now. So you are ready for the exam now. Hey. Now put this now. Put this thing down, please. I'll detect now. I'll detect now. Yeah. I'll detect now. Yes. When subtracting, comma. Yeah. Yes. When subtracting, comma. Just when subtracting, then right comma. Yes. When subtracting, right comma. Only use a numeral. Only use a numeral before the next two higher value numerals. Only use a numeral before the next two higher value numerals. Full stop. Only use a numeral before the next two higher value numerals. For example, good morning. For example, use I before what? V and X. Use I before what? V and X. Then use X before L and C. Use X before L and what? And what? C. Then use C before D and M. Use C before D and M. Before D and M. Do you understand this? Are you sure? Who understood this? Who understood? Come. Give us illustration of this on the board. Let's see. Use C before what? M, okay? Before D. Write that of D. That means you can have DC, right? That they say when doing what? Subtracting. Only now. It's okay. Now look at this thing now. Look at this. He said when subtracting. When subtracting, use only value that's what? That's what? You use numeral that is what? Now look at this place now. Look at here. This is I, right? This is what? I. This is V. And this is what? X. The first illustration here says what?
Use
I before what? V and what? X. Use I before what? V and what? X. You cannot use I before L. It's wrong. There are no, maybe Ubosuma say 49. Iwe de iligide. Wedelo IL. Makansi delum 49. It's in 50 minus 1 is 49. Gide. When subtracting, use what? Read it again. Before the next two higher words. So go to the base words letters first. What is the numeral that? What is the next higher value of I? Before, after I.
V.
What is next one?
X.
So use the two higher value numerals if you want to subtract I from them. So I, you can only have IV. You can only have I what? X. You can never have IL. You can't have IC. You can't have ID. You can't have IM. Makamama say 99. Jide IC. Is it clear? Don't do that. It's error. Is what? Error. Is error, right?
Can we have X? Can we have X?
X, we are coming. We are coming down step by step. So you can only subtract. You can only use if you want to subtract. It says subtraction. If you want a full issue, again subtraction. That's where the issue normally lies. You are told if you want to subtract, use the lower numeral only before the numeral that are two levels higher than it. Immediately after the next one is what? V. So you can use what? You can write IV, which is what? 9. Immediately after, the two letters after I is what? The second letter after I is what? X. You can use what? IX. But you cannot use what? IL. Is it clear? So this I can only go before V and before L. It can never go before, from here down is wrong. That's why I said that IL is wrong, IC is wrong, ID is wrong, IM is wrong. Okay? Now, let's look at the second instance there. Use what? X before L and C. Let's look up here. Use X before what? C. So X, L is what? Is what? So it's correct, right? X what? C is what? Is correct. X, D is wrong. X, M is what? Wrong. Is it clear? Is it clear? Good. Now the next one says use what? C before D and what? M. Use C before what? D and what? M. Use C. Use C. Use C before what? D and M. Now, C can go with, you can have C, D, right? You can have what? C, what? M. Is it clear? That's the rule. Now, what of this number? Let's check, let's look at this. Let's see whether this is correct. I mentioned it before, but let me see whether it's correct. Do you think VL is correct? Is VL correct? Is VL correct?
No.
Why?
According to the rule, because it's not possible.
Why? Okay. Is VL correct? Look at it. Why? Huh? V and L, which of them is larger? So is VL correct?
No.
That means if you don't even understand the rule. Correct. He said use the higher two value. It can go before the higher two value. That's the meaning. If you want to subtract, a lower value can only appear in front of the higher two value, the next higher two values. So V can appear before X. V can appear before L. It's correct. Okay. Order an example. That's not wrong. Must it be the example you are giving? That's where Jabu, when you are giving an exam question, it's not exactly the example again. It's not yes, because we don't listen again. Listening. Zero. But it's a fact. It may sound harsh, but it's true. It's a reality. Just because I didn't mention it in the example, you see the video and I say not wrong. But then a rule saying what? That you can only use a letter. A letter can appear before two higher value than it. Simple. It cannot appear. It can appear the first higher value. It can appear before the second higher value, but it cannot appear before the third higher value. It cannot do that. So I can appear before V and X. What can I'm coming. After, when I'm done, then you may not see the need for the question. Let me finish. Now let's take it one after the other. So that means I can appear between, we can have IV, right? Yes. And what? IX. Is correct, right? Yes. We can have what? VX and what? VA. Is correct, right? Yes. We can have what? XL and what? S what? Is correct, right? Yes. We can have what? And what? Is correct, right? Yes. We can have what? And what? CM. And CM, correct, right? Yes. We can have what? Is it correct? Yeah. Good. That's what the rule says. Just one statement. Once you understand it, you can, any way they put it, you can twist it and answer your question. So it's correct. So let's write the value of these things now. Also, okay.
No, it's not 5.
Let's keep it pending. You can't get it. Pending. I'll come back there. You can't get it.
45.
You can't get it. 40. You can't get it.
90.
You can't get it. Pending. You can't get it. Huh? You can't get it. 450. Good. I agree with you. You can't get it. Huh?
400. It's 400.
I agree with you. You can't get it.
900.
You can't get it. Pending. Pending. I'm coming. I have my reason for that. Pending. Hello. Now, look at this thing. Look at this thing now. Let's start from the list. The list 1. 5. Yes, by the rule, it's correct by the rule, right? But no need writing Vx when you can simply write what? V. No need. Hello. Am I committing? Following the rule. Yes, you know, but no need writing Vx. Simply write what? And go your way, okay? Then here, LC. No need writing LC. Just write what? And go your way, okay? Here. No need. Just simply write what? And go your way. That's why I kept them what? Pending. Okay? No need writing DM. You are just wasting your time. Just simply write what? The value and go your way. Now, I think we have actually done justice to Arabic numeral. There's no Roman numeral I'll give you now you cannot answer. Ungabia. If you know everything I've been teaching you here since, write for 9 for me on this board. If you make mistake, I will correct you. No problem. All the things we've been learning here since, bring them together and write 49 for us. Clean the board well. And write 49 for us. Yes. This is what? This one is what? Is it correct?
Yes.
Is it correct?
Yes.
It's simple now, Rishi. Any question? Or you want to teach us something?
No.
Come and teach us something. I see no. Can't you teach us something?
No.
That's
Are you right for 5?
Let me see. Which one is that?
45.
45. Can we write as what? XL. She asked a very important. Stand here. She asked a very important question. We got 45 as what? VS, right? Good. And she asked. VL. She asked, can we write 45 as this one is what? 40, right? 45. Because it's addition. It's addition. Is it addition?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with it. You know, there are some that can appear in different ways. Are you aware? if you have checked up a lot of materials, you find out that there are some that can appear in different. The most important thing is did it obey the what? The rule. And there's how you even follow the rule and you make a blunder of the whole thing. For those that will come and write IL, you say that it cannot work. But is 50 minus 1 not 49? It's 49, but it's not in the what? The rule. Is it clear? Good. Huh? SL is what? Subtraction. No, the value of XL is on its own is what? 40. Hello? The value of XL is 40.
But you said if it's addition, that she can add.
Because you add you 40 is greater than this. But there's something I want to mention. After mentioning that, we re-examine this now, know whether it will work. If I mention this now, after mentioning it now, we will look at it and know whether that thing she said is actually working or not. Are you together? There's something I want to mention now. Get ready. Good. Now write this thing down. You can call it rule number 9 or so. How many are we now? Okay, you can call it you can call it 7. Anyone you call it. Listen carefully. When a numeral of smaller value comes between two numerals of larger value. When a numeral of smaller value comes between two numerals of what? Larger what? Values. The subtraction rule is always applied first. Then the addition rule. When a numeral of smaller value comes between two numerals of larger value, the subtraction rule is always applied first. Then the what? Addition what? Rule. Look at this thing. Look at this example now. XIV XLXL CVL. Who can tell me the values of this?
14, 49, 49, and 100.
145.
This one is what?
49.
Huh?
49.
This one is what?
145.
One what?
45.
One what?
45.
Now, this plus this is what? 105. 105. 105. Nke a gịnị? 50. Ọbụla. Why not 155? Why didn't you say why is not 155? This is 100, right? This is what?
5.
Plus what? So why is not 155?
Because the smaller one is in between
Is what?
the smaller one.
This one is what?
10.
This one is what?
50.
This one is what? 9. Okay. This is what? 40. And this is what?
9.
This is what?
10.
And this is what?
4.
So why this is 10? This is 10, right? 11. Wait, just I'm taking it literally now. This is 10, 11, and what?
5.
Which is what? 15. 10, 11, 16. Why is not 16? Just becoming now. I'm getting to somewhere, okay? And this is what? This is what? 50, 51. So why is not 61? Why is this not 16? Why is this not 61? And why is this not 155? So you must clear the subtraction first.
So this is 71.
Which one is that? God bless yourself. 71. Why is not 71? You must clear the subtraction first before anything. That's simple rule, okay? Clear the subtraction. This one that you have no subtraction there before you do what? Addition, okay? So look at the likelihood of subtraction that may exist here is what? Between this and what? This. Settle it first. Are you together? Before you settle what? The addition. So this minus this is what?
4.
Plus this is what? 14. This is 14 instead of what? 16. Is it clear? Now settle this subtraction first. Settle this. And we have two subtractions here, right?
Yes.
Settle them family by what? Family. Before you now add. Settle this family and you get what?
40.
Settle this family and you get what?
9.
It becomes what?
49.
Instead of 71. Am I communicating?
Yes.
You come here. Where do you think family of subtraction can appear here?
Yes.
Settle it internally. Whatever you get from it, you now add up. So if you settle this one, you get what?
45.
Then add it to this one because what?
145.
Instead of what?
155.
That means the smaller number.
Forget all those wrongs. To just settle the subtraction first. Chicken, now you are good to go. Settle the subtraction what? First.
How are we going to do this?
When you see more problem like this, settle the what? Subtraction first. Look at this one. What is the value of this one? If you add this and this becomes what? Just say add. 10 plus 50 is what?
60.
Plus 5 is what?
65.
Obogene?
65.
Are you together? But first of all, you have to do what? Settle this. Anywhere you notice any element of what? Subtraction. You do what? Settle it what? First. See, I gave you a rule. The rule is there on the book. I'm telling you something again that is not in the book. See, sorry, when I'm teaching you, take more seriously what I say that is not in the what? Book. Hello? What is in the book? You already what? Have it. Two of us. But what is not in the book is where? It's in my brain. That's why I'm what? Here. If not, I would have given you the book to go and do what? Read. So those things I read something for you. And I now came and tell you, forget long stories. Those ones are long stories. I told you now, anywhere you see a model up like this, what are you going to do? Clear the what? Subtraction first. Then do what? Simple rule. Hello? Are we together? Good. Now, if you are still confused, you can go online, look for arrays of Roman numerals and try this and I tell you now and see whether you get the words, the value. That is how to study. I read something from material and now gave you a shortcut to tackle issue because this can be confusing. That's why I started with source of confusion for you. I started with this confusion. So you now know that this can arise. You start battling how to handle it. I'm telling you now, when you see more good up like this, what I'm going to do is this what? Okay. Shebi the rule told you, the rule I read now said if you have smaller one in the middle, okay, Which one is the smaller one in the middle here? So what are you going to do to L? No, it's L. What are you going to do to L? Does it conform to the rule? No. I read. Does this L conform to the rule I read here now? That's why I give you something extra to put down that will save you in this what? Situation. It's not all the time that you will have 3 like this. It's not all the time. In such case, the rule on the paper can hold. What of here? Is L not in the middle? In fact, they are not in these 4 letters. They are not in the middle set. If something must be in the middle, it should be what? L and I. So how will you now tackle it? If you're in a textbook, I'm telling you now that when you see things like that, settle what? First. Individually, forming by what? Like now, here they born now. Settle SL separately. What again? 40. Settle IX separately. What again?
9.
And add it. What again?
49.
Sorry, when you become authority, I believe everything. When an authority is speaking to you in class, I believe everything. Some of these people that wrote these things, this is just a guide. So some of them that wrote it, if I have contact with them, I'll correct them, edit them, they will edit more and add more to what they are selling. It's what we do. Okay? It's our job. I'm telling you now what to help you to skate through such situation. If you can't what are you going to do here? You become confused. That's why I told you what to do now. If you see things like this, settle this one what? Separately. And the first thing you look at is what? Is there any atom of subtraction there? If there is, settle it. You may see them. You may see them in bulk. It may appear up to 3 times. What are you going to do? Settle them what? Individually. Then do what? Add up. I get the answer you're looking for. Are we together? Okay. Now this is basically what we. Is there anything I'm missing here? Is there anything I'm missing? Any question? Please ask your question, please.
What if the combination of the Roman numerals are up to 8? We be putting 2 and subtract them.
It depends on how. Yes, it depends on how they are arranged. In example of such thing, let's check it out. Then go and study and get more examples. Okay? Study and get more examples. Any bigger one you see, what is it?
What is it?
Ask.
You said that we first subtract before we add.
Look for any sign of subtraction there. Clear the subtraction before you add. Don't add it before subtracting.
But according to the rule here, you said that if the lesser number comes before the larger one, we subtract.
Bleh, bleh. Okay, let me help you. Okay, you want to help her? Okay, ask. Off here. Okay, let's look at it together, okay? First of all, the first thing you should check in the rule. Can C come before M?
Yes.
Good. Can C come before D?
Yes.
Good. Can X come before L?
Yes.
Can I come before X?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Good. Now, this is what? Huh? This is what? Are you sure?
Yes.
This is what?
900.
This is what?
400.
This is what?
400.
This is what?
9.
What's the answer?
9,400.
9,000.
1,000.
Did you get this for anywhere or you just formed it? Okay, you just formed it, okay. This is what? 900. This is what? 4. This is what? 4. This is what? 9. This is what? 1 3. This 1 3, right? 1,300 and what?
49.
Someone should Google 1349 in Roman numeral. Let's see what we will get. Let's compare a standard other people's work and our work. Let's see whether it's the same thing. If there's any error, then we know where the error came from. This is 1349. Check. Let's see. If there's any error, then we know where the error came from. Just type 13 Roman numeral 1349 in Roman numeral. M what? M CC, okay. Another C, okay.
SLIS.
S what?
SLIS.
Then type this in Arabic numeral.
S
Call. S what?
LIS.
Then type this in what? MC. Wait first. You say MC, CC, XL what? SLIX. Now here, this is what? 1,000. This is what? 1, 2, 3, 300. This is what? This is what? 40. This is what? 9. Good. 1,349. Correct. Now check the value of this in what? Arabic numeral. Let's see what you get. That is if it even exists anyway. But check it. But basically, hello. Kiyoku. No, women get kiyoku. What is his response?
Okay. 1,300.
No, when you check the system, when you type CM, CD, XLIX, check it. Check it na Arabic numeral. Let's see what it will give us. You don't understand? Just type when you're talking. Check here in Arabic numeral. Let's see what. See what they did. They only cut off from here.
Yes, they removed
They only did what? Cut off from where? I think here.
Yes.
449.
This is 400, right? This one, M minus, this is what? 1,000. This is 100, right? 900.
So we cannot see what you are doing.
Sorry. This is C what? M, C what? D, X what? L, and what? IX. From here, they not put what? CM. Now CM is what? 900. Look, I want you to look at something. Here is 300, right? This 3, 1, 2, 3 is what? 300. From here is 300 and what? 3 what? 49, right? From here to here is what? 349. Then from here to here is what? 449. 4 what? 49. Now, here is 49, right?
Yes.
And here is what?
49.
49. Then CCC. D. I want to show you something. If now this D minus C give you what? 400. No. Is it 400?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay, 400. Now, CCC is what? 3 what? 100. Now, look at this. Look at this. If you have CM, which is what? 900. And here is what? 1000. M what? C is 1000. MC is what? Sorry, MC is what? 1 what? 1 right? Okay, sorry. Ordinary M, sorry. Ordinary M is what? 1000. Sorry. 1000. Here is what? 300. And here is what? Here alone is what? 900. Now, this 900 now is MCM. From the rule, can C come before M? Yes. Can C come before M? Yes. Can C come before M? Yes. So if C can actually come before M, this is actually what? 900. You can't do anything about it. Am I getting? If C actually can come before M, this is what? 900. You cannot do what? Anything about it. I will take it together. And here is what? CD. CD. Can C come before D? Yes. Can C come before D? Yes. If C can actually come before D, you cannot do anything about it. It's what? 400. Now, based on what I told you before, I told you that this whole thing, you can, just as what we did here. Guys, yeah. Okay, you can have it in different what? Forms. But what you check out is, did he obey the what? The rule of the game. Once it obeyed the rule, it was follows. Now here, this can come before this can come before this one, and this can come what? Before this one. That you do not see 1000. What you call again?
49.
1000 what?
349.
3 what?
49.
49. That you cannot, that you don't see it in this form, doesn't mean that it's what? Totally what? Wrong. But as I told you before, that it's better to, when you have XL, and when you have VL and what? And what? And what? And what? V, right? And the V, right? V is what?
5.
No, VX, sorry. VX and what? V. Hello, what happened here is what happened when we are solving this now. I told you that this is not wrong. Following the rule is not what? Wrong. Neither is this one wrong. But the preference, since there's a letter that represents this, while passing through the hurdle of what? X, simply do what? Follow what? V. Am I completing? Now, if you come down here, you know, I answered what you wrote on the board. I answered what you wrote. Answering what you wrote on the board is correct. It's not, this is not wrong. Now, but if you are given 1,349 as Arabic numeral, to change it to Roman numeral, if you want to write, why are you wasting your time doing CM? Since M can give you just 1,000 as a whole, bam. Why are you looking for 900 when M can give you what? 1,000. No need passing through that stress of looking for what you combine to get what? 900. No need. Simply to do what? Use M, then add other things and get your answer straight. You cannot just start passing through, just as you are told to ask to write 5V. You go and start passing through this thread. It makes no sense. Just simply do what? Write what? Since there's a base letter that represents it. Am I getting? But let's assume that it appeared in something that in a question, and you are told to translate to Arabic numeral. You know it's 5. You can't do anything about it. But if you have a number and you want to push it to, why are you passing through this stress of? Maybe instead of writing 50 is what? L. You go and start writing, even though we know that Graphia What between 50 and what? C. Can L appear before C? Yes. Even though we know it can appear, true of us. But why are you writing 50 like this? When you know you can easily write what and go your way. That's what happened here. Let's assume that you wrote 1349 and say I said I should put it to what? To Roman numeral. This thing here now is not what? This 900 is not what? Necessary. You just write what? 1000. Look for what you combine to get 300. Look for what you combine to get what? 49. And get your answer. Is it clear? Is it clear? So that you not see it. You not see it doesn't mean it's what? Wrong. If I put this in now on my site, upload it. If you go to it, you see it. It's not true. If I do this now, and upload it now on my site, if you go there now, you do what? You see it. So where on here, you compare on I'm not congregating. And so that you don't see it doesn't mean that the rule there is followed strictly. It's okay. Or didn't you follow the rule here? You follow the rule. But you cannot go and message that down 5. It better here. It's somehow. Just write what? This simple and go your way. That's the point. Because you know that Roman numeral is bogus. So the attempt should be to minimize bogus letters. When you know you have a okay, let's assume now there is a, let's assume, but we don't have, we have a base letter that represents 300. Let's assume you have a base letter that represents 300. Then why would we actually C? Just hit it and go your way. It's not true. That's what I'm making. All right, now I think okay. Okay.
So, like here you said when it's given like this, you do this one minus 1000 minus C, that is it. This one, why didn't you do this one?
C and M and C can
M.
You cannot do 100 minus 1000 now. What are you doing?
Okay, you will keep this one as second.
Go and read the third rule for second rule. Go down here. Ask me some Kosi. Oh yeah. Go down here fast.
Third rule.
Hello, please listen up, please.
If you have two numerals that appear together, if the first numeral is higher than the second numeral, you add both numerals.
So that's why you're adding. Remember, this one appeared 3 times, 300. You add 300 to 1000 to get 1 It's not true. This is 1000 alone. This is 300. You add 300 to 1000 to get 1 But before you start anything, do this subtraction first. Hope you know. Before you do anything, do this subtraction first and do this one first. Huh? Okay, she's asking, how do you know where do I do the subtraction? First of all, remember the rule. If they appear together, the one that is, if the one here now, first of all, can X appear before L? It can appear before L. Look at this 3. This 3 can go together. 300, right? You cannot leave this. You cannot leave C and jump and start combining C and X. You apply a bit of common sense. I hope you know. Here, C and C is 3 here. Why are you dumping these two? X. Do you understand me now? They should go together as what? 3 what? 100. Then each. X, the less than L. You subtract. You get what? 40. X, the less than what? X. You subtract and get what? 9. So 1000 plus 300 plus 40 plus 9 is 1,349. So if you are giving a question here, if you are giving a question to do addition, maybe the question may appear in addition form. Hello, to add numerals, maybe to add something, and we were given numbers in Roman numeral to add them up and give the answer. It's simple now. Just if you like, you can convert them back to what Arabic can add and do what, bring them back to what. I think we have done justice to this. Yes, we have done justice to this. And my time is. Now let's now go to the. Any question? Ebu's phone in Taba. Go on, car. Okay. Good morning. Okay.
Lab technology is 16.
Hold this in. Now I will sit here. So no, let me sit here. So Kedafia Chineye Edozie 0022. We have on the board here 9I, 5 plus 10I, 8. Please, no noise, please. If you make noise, I'll send you out. 8. We are in exam now, please. 8, 11, 5, 4 over 7, and 1. I listed complex number. Look at this array of numbers. Then tell me the one that from there, pick examples for each of these numbers I listed. I listed 15 types of numbers there. Complex, imaginary number, real number, discrete number, continuous number, discrete rational, rational number, irrational, continuous rational, whole numbers, natural number, integer, prime number, odd number, and even number. So what you do is this: list all. If it has more than one complex number, list. If you mix any one, you have failed that particular question. You should identify all of them, and you have just 5 minutes to do that. If I hear your voice, I'll send you out. Clean the array of number here. Clean, yes. Clean it. Clean everything there. Then clean those one Edozie roots. Good. Good. Then write your own. Write the array of number you answer question on. On your first one, write 7i. Get a better marker there. Fast. 7i. Write 2. 3/8. 13. 9. 4. 5i. Sorry, 3 plus 5i. Root 7. Then I start writing. All right, Obogoya writes. "20, 17, 15, 8/9, 3, 1 plus 9i, root 5, 3i. Okay, fast. I clean what Obog wrote then. Clean the question so I can call your own. Write that in well. That continuous rational. Write that continuous rational well. Yeah. Good. All right, Oya. Put down. Two I. Root 10. 23 plus 4i. 80. 37. 35. 27 over 30. Then 4. All right, Oya. Better, yeah. Clean only the answer. Better. Then clean the question. Leave the subheadings. Yeah. All right. Right. 25I. Take marker. 25I. 25I, root 16. 7 plus 3I.
7 plus 3i.
Yes. 50. Edozie, keep quiet. 19. 81. 2 over 7.
2 over 7.
Then 5. Okay.
Should I use calculator? Should I use?
Feel free. You have a question? I ask. No more question again until this. Everybody answers this quiz. When everybody must have completed this number, everybody must answer this question. No more explanation until everybody answers. The whole class answer this. You can ask any question. I will explain. Okay? Answering question, I am putting other people at a disadvantage. This quiz, if we have time, everybody would have done it at the same time. But because we don't have such time, we divided it into different batches. So I can't answer any question here. Find it out yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? Good. All right, see you tomorrow.